What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of 360 Speed. I hope that you are having a fantastic day or had a fantastic day. As you can see, it is evening and there is my cousin. So today we are going to be working on his car, just doing a general service, and there is a problem with his light. I need to show you, but very easy steps. You're going to do a walkabout and a run through of how to service your car properly. If you have a Golf, you're interested, this is how you can do it. So I hope you will like this video, enjoy it, make sure that you hit the thumbs up. You might notice something over there. Let me show you. You might notice something over there. Yep, that was my Golf's previous lights, and the brights are also in there, so I know it has gone to another Golf and it's working properly. But guys, let's go and let's do this. Okay, so before we're gonna tackle the service, as you can see, we have our oil, we have a jack, we have our Fram filter kit, and then you will see there's a bracket. That's a light bracket for you guys that doesn't know, or that do know Golfs, that does know Golfs. So as you might notice, you see the fitment of this light. It's perfect. That's the way a Golf's light should sit inside the grille. If we take a look over here, that looks like that light has disappeared. It's like way too in. So the problem is this light is new, and the problem with this is it doesn't have a bracket at the back. So as he will show you now, you can see it doesn't have spaces, so it's not going to space the light properly like that light over there. So it's sitting way against the body, so it pulls the light completely in, and it just distorts the look of the face, and it makes it look wonky. So I don't think you want to have a car that looks a little bit wonky, you know. So yeah, anyway, so let's quickly do that. We're gonna remove, first of all, we're gonna remove the grille, just all these tabs, your Phillips head screw, and then these little tabs over here, tab, and take that off, and then remove the grille properly. And then that's about it. And then we're gonna remove the light, and yeah, then we're gonna continue putting in the new one. Okay, so to start off with your service, you obviously need to jack up the vehicle. So you're going to jack it up, release the nut, and start draining all the oil. And then while you're doing all of that, you are going to tackle your spark plugs. So you need a spark plug socket and your proper tools to get it out and in. And you also are going to change your filters. If you have a carburetor engine and you know you're going to have a filter in the front, for the fuel, and you're gonna have an air filter obviously, and then basically your other stuff, necessities. So right in here, sorry for the poor lighting, here we go. Over there there's your petrol filter, and then in this box is your air filter, and then obviously your spark plugs. You can check all of those, and then your oil, your dipstick. So obviously when you release your nut underneath the car, or your bolt, you're gonna start draining, and then you pull this thing out so it can have a nice air socket. And then obviously down in here is our little friend, the oil filter. So we're going to change the oil filter as well, but you can only do that last. So leave that bit for last, because otherwise it's just going to be a massive oil spill everywhere. And make sure you have a tray to drip in your oil, and you can just put it underneath the car once the car is jacked up and onto jack stands. So I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse now, so you can see what we're quickly doing, and if you have any more questions, you can just drop it in the comment section down below. So yeah, let's get to it. What we're going to do now is we're going to unlock the sump plug or your sump bolt. Just make sure that it doesn't have a crush. Just make sure it doesn't have a crush washer. If your vehicle does come with a crush washer, then you might need to buy a crush washer, a new one with it, because it's not recommended that you reuse the old one. So I'm quickly going to jump under the car, and you can see exactly how we are going to release it. very easy. I think it's a 19 socket, and it just, or 19 spanner. Just turn it until it's loose, and then Bob's your uncle.
Stay high for the most of the time. Meet a stranger, jump right in your climb. Waking up on your sofa next to half-filled bottles from last night. I don't even know where we are. I'm naked and I don't know you. But if you wanna go sometime, if you wanna leave this town, baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Tell me if you wanna go sometime. Yeah, we could be alone tonight. Baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now.
So on a Golf we are lucky because it does not use a crush washer. It uses a copper washer. So this is reusable. The bolt, it's fine, you don't have to replace them because they are actually not that hard working. They're just there to simply plug a hole. So yeah, that's it. If you want to know how that works, then it's basically it. Okay, so what we have here is the oil filter release clamp. If that, I don't know the exact terminology for this, but it's definitely an oil release. Now it just attaches to your socket, your normal like a ratchet and socket set, just like that. They're giving us a nice demonstration here. Then basically, as you can see, as it moves, it swivels. So if you move it to one side, just make it like for the release, so it's going to be anti-clockwise. It will grip onto your filter, and
hold on.
Let's just go. We'll grab onto your filter. You see, as it goes, it clamps onto it, and then it's basically just a question of twist until it's loose, and then you can just loosen the last bit by hand. It's just normal twist. And if you put your oil filter back, you're not going to use this tool. It's just for releasing. So yeah, you don't want to over tighten. So we will come back to that. Remember, okay, while we have this, you're going to prime the oil filter. You need to take a little bit of the oil, and you're going to fill it, lubricate the rubber seal so it makes a tight fit seal back onto the vehicle. And you're going to turn it, twist it back onto the section where it came from, and you should not tighten it with anything except for your hand tighten it, and don't try to throttle it too much. Just hand tighten it. It will, with the warmth and everything, start to tighten itself back up to proper specifications. So I am ready over there with a small camera. So we are gonna do a time lapse. Unfortunately, we won't be doing the plugs because it has been changed already with all the bogey cords and everything in a previous day. But just for interest's sake, we will remove one, just show you how it works, what exactly you should do. So we're gonna throw you on the time lapse, and then you will be able to see us work from up top. Okay.
Just escape for a moment, trying everything to make me heal. You and I thought we had a deal. If I have you, I'm not lonely. But if you wanna go sometime, if you wanna leave this town, baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Tell me if you wanna go sometime. Yeah, we could be alone tonight. Baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. can't stay this high. This high, yeah. Like I can't stay this high with you, yeah.
Okay guys, so we are almost done. I just wanted to show you quickly that like we are going to change the spark plugs. So for you guys it's essential, you need to do it, but as we have done before, it is already changed, so there's no point in changing them again. So we're just quickly going to run through what you need to do. So first of all, VW has provided people with this nice little tool. It's not only for your wheels, but it's for your spark plugs as well. It's a nice little MacGaffer. If you do not have one, you can find such a tool at your local Midas or Goldwagen or wherever. And then I would tell you, surely invest in one of these. So one of these, it's, as you can see, it's an NGK spark plug. Sorry. Okay, as you can see, it's an NGK spark plug retrieval rubber. So you basically just put this as soon as you have your spark plug, like if you have your
bogey cords off.
If you have your bogey cords or your tension leads, if you have them off and you loosen the spark plug, you basically just gonna take this and plump it over the spark plug and boom, take it out. And the same when you put your spark plugs back, you're gonna use this, put the spark plug back in this point, put it back in, twist and twist until this thing can get loose on its own. Then you're gonna take your nice little spanner here that you have and you're gonna tighten. Now please do not over tighten your spark plugs. You can and will break them.
So first off, we'll start by just loosening all the little plastic brackets on the lead, and then just pull it off. There we go, put it aside. Next we'll take the tool along side. There we go, just until it's quite loose. Then you can take this tool off and use the rubber. There we go. Now it's just checking the clearance on the spark plug. So basically we are going to check the clearance between the spark plug's little flat plate there and then this outer plate that's looping over here. It's just checking the clearance. Too short means it will
not fire correctly. It will not fire correctly. It will have a short fire. And if it's too long, it will have a long fire, which means your car won't fire at the correct time. So make sure you check what specifications your vehicle needs to run. You can check if you have it, you take a feeler gauge and you check the thing accordingly to your car. So I know that VW, the Golfs especially and Polos are 0.07 or 0.077. Yeah. So then basically that's with your feeler gauge you're going to look for the 0.7 for the 0.07. I might be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure it's right. And you're going to check if it's right, and then basically if that's done, you check your feeler gauge with the feeler gauge and you know it's correctly, then you can just insert them back into your car and then you will be right to go again.
Cool.
So now it's just for going back in where it belongs. And don't mind, it looked like it was very tight, but remember these spark plugs are in for a while now, and they have tightened over the heat and the heat cycle, the cold cycle, you know. So basically they will get tighter the more they heat up and stuff. So don't worry, he didn't tighten them to death. You see, just tighten it enough because the rubber gives you a little bit of leeway. And now it's gonna go back for his tool and just make it, just take it a little bit tight, and there we go. And basically it's just gonna attach the bogey cord again.
Make sure it clips on properly, and then just reattach the lead to the plastic clips. There we go.
And there you go, voila. And so this magnificent piece of engineering, as you can hear I'm sarcastic, but this is very, very, very good mechanical engineering that's on here. Very easy to service. I mean, pretty much we are done. So now we're just gonna prime everything, run it a little bit, and then basically
Put in new oil.
Put in new oil. Yeah, don't forget that. We're just gonna put in new oil, and then we are done. And then we're gonna prime everything again and start the car, make it run for like 5 minutes or so, and then it will be ready for another journey until its next service. So remember guys, it's important to service your car every 15,000 Ks. It's in a VW's case. You might be different to other cars, but many of them is 15,000 Ks. If your car doesn't run as much, then try to do it at least once a year. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to smash that subscribe button and be updated. Put the bell notification so you can be updated when I release a new video. That's it for now guys. Let's quickly finish it, put you in another time lapse, and then we'll be done. Okay, so now basically we're just going to put back in the sun plug, and then we are going to refill the oil. So have at it. Good technique on the fingers there, right? And when you're 19 spanner again, make sure you tighten this bolt properly because you don't want oil spewing out all over, and you don't want your sun plug to get lost. Okay guys, so just a little bit of a bonus clip. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we need to sort out the grille and we need to sort out the light. So quickly, let's do it. We're gonna do the grille removal and then the light. So let me show you how to do it. It's actually very straightforward. It couldn't be any more easy. So yeah, we're just quickly gonna run through it.
Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing.
Done. It's just your 2 spotlights that's going to be there. Just detach them. Make sure to wire them back up correctly, otherwise they won't work. And voila. So now you can see actually the difference between that light
and the spacings behind it. Let me just put some more light on it. Okay, so you can see the old one, the original ones, has the spacing here and all around it to move the light a bit out of the body, whereas the new one that we replaced does not have any spacing, so the whole bracket is flush with the body part.
Meaning it draws the light back into the body as bringing it out. So we're gonna fix that problem right now.
The part with the spacings will basically fit in there and then respace the whole flush bracket from outward. Well, out of the body, man.
Okay, so as you can see, the light is gone. Here it is. So what we have done is, this is the bracket that originally came with this light. So as you can see, it's flat, and that is definitely a no-go. Like So we took the original from the broken light. As you can see, this one has a little bit more lift in it, and then the most important is this over here. That is like, oh, sorry for my epic fail, but that is the crucial part. So we have those, you can say, spacers. It's all around. If you look at it, it's all around on the edges, so that it can guide the thing away from the body. So it will sit like that light. It will come forward. So now we're just gonna attach that back, put it like the light should be. Then we're gonna do our final adjustments. Then it will be good to go.